Andy are with me. Andy has just come in with a box of mince pies,
that's it,
which I'm gazing at. And as I speak, you guys are turning the studio into like a mini arena.
Yeah, we've got.
It's a party, Jim.
Every Christmas Eve we have listeners writing, say whether they'd like to come in on Christmas Eve. We've got about 20 odd listeners coming in. We play a lot of
our entire audience.
Yeah, that's it.
Not many shows can get their entire audience in one room.
So we have we play some old classic clips and have a chat with the listeners and
brilliant.
A bit of a party.
Anyone I know?
Yes. Well, funny enough, there is a former Watford player, 2 times World Cup player. So we'll keep that out of
played for Rangers.
Played for Rangers, a bit of a Rangers cult hero.
Okay.
As well. And he just busted one of the lights. That's a good start.
What a start.
That's it. Take us off air. This is Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs with you through until 4 here on talkSPORT, where this afternoon, as is traditional on Christmas Eve, we welcome a select hand-picked gaggle of talkSPORT listeners to the studio. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah,
we're in a bigger studio. We've got more in this year, haven't we?
Yeah, coming up between now and 4, our festive focus group includes a Sunderland diehard, an Opta stats compiler, he's fun to put pun with, football's Romeo and Juliet, 2-time Football World Cup finalist, a wedding registrar, a cub doing his communications badge, and surprisingly, just one cab driver.
That's got to be a first. Yeah. No one in the van insurance business either, as far as we know. We'll also take your no, we won't take your calls, emails, texts and tweets. We will. We will. We probably will, but we'd love to, if you get in touch, tell us what you're up to this Christmas. We'll also bring you the usual batch of classic clips with some more recent additions, plus Owen Hargreaves once again sings us a few Christmas classics, or kind of anyway.
Yeah, there's all this, plus I'll have an Everything Must Go sale, there it is, of all my stories, and my puppet pal, Sockley Park, joins me for Don't Ask Me of the Year.
Sockley Park, he's got his own, look at that, that's the first, look, it's very low tech, isn't it, really?
Say hello to the listeners, Sockley.
Bit creepy.
Hello, listeners. Look, there we go.
Yeah, that is really, it's a bit worrying,
It
actually.
is really, I know.
Anyway, 7 minutes past 1. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Andy.
Good afternoon.
We're thinking, what the heck am I doing here?
Not Alan Duress.
No, not Alan Duress. Okay. But I think, people have generally come along and they're hoping to have a good time. So that's up to you, Andy, really. That's what you've got to supply.
What?
A good time.
That's the end of that, then.
We've got some classic clips for you as well. We'll bring you kind of a smattering of those in every break. So, I'll tell you what, let's get, anybody wants to jump on the mic. They are most.
Who'd like to be first?
Who wants to get? Don't feel shy. You can pull up another chair. You can come on together. So look.
Oh yes, and it's Greg. Greg stepping to the mic.
Lad, Greg steps up. Greg, are you with a +1 or you're on your own today?
No, I've come with my dad.
Oh, okay. Where is your dad? Bring your dad up as well. Okay.
Yeah,
Greg is here with his dad, Chris. Good afternoon, both. Greg, I'm just trying to find out a little bit more about you here. Oh, you play a game. You play a game based on the clips of the week. Is this right?
No, I don't know, actually, to be honest.
Or show is the worst party I've ever seen. There's no glasses.
Yeah, there's
no bottle opener.
No,
and there's no glasses.
They're still being open. We've got glass. We have to have lids on because if you tip them in the equipment, we've got problems, haven't we? So, we need a bottle opener as well. Has anybody got a bottle opener? That would be very useful.
If I could just pass this bottle of champagne around, people could swing.
It's not Formula One, mate. No, we'll get these out. We'll get a bottle opener in. We'll get that all sorted. I'll tell you, we're going to bring you some classic clips as well. We'll hear from the rest of the listeners as we go. And okay, let's kick the clips off. Then we're going to start with Mike Parry. This is like karaoke. You'll know all of these. We play them every year, but hopefully you'll enjoy them. This is Mike Parry. Talking about a little trip to the pub.
I enjoy a packet of peanuts with a pint of shandy.
I know where you're coming from.
Now, I want to know what the peanuts are first. So people think I'm mad. I go into the pub and say, hi, how you doing? What can I get you, sir? I said, well, first of all, what sort of peanuts do you sell?
There was the one recently where he did it again. He can't say peanuts.
He can't say peanuts.
Yeah.
Really. Here's his old cohort, Mike Graham.
This was a kind of hands across the water moment.
Yes, recounting a tale from abroad.
That's it. Exactly what it was, yeah.
Eric in Coventry says, Mr. Graham, let the Greeks suffer. A few years ago, I bought some expensive sunglasses from a shop in Crete. They broke as soon as I left the shop. I complained, but all I got was thrown out of the shop by 3 assistants. However, on my last night, I superglued the locks of the shop door and had a poo in the doorway. Quality. Well, that's nice, Eric. I'm sure they'll be delighted to have you back.
That should have really told us that Brexit was going to happen. That was a precursor. That's 10 years ago. Not much has changed.
No, not really.
This is Liz Saul, yes. I believe. This is Liz.
This set the standard, I think.
It certainly did, from a newsreader's point of view. It's a masterclass, really, in football names.
David Beckham will be officially presented an LA Galaxy player tomorrow night. He and Posh leave Britain for America this afternoon. Becks is following the footsteps of some of sport's biggest names, such as Johan Cruyff, Franz Beckenbauer and George Best.
Yeah, fantastic. 4 legends of the game. Fantastic, isn't it?
Franz Beckenbauer.
Have we got time for the next one? John, no, later? Okay, we've got loads of clips coming. Okay, yeah, we do it Bob from Arbroath has been in touch.
Oh, yes.
Busy time of year for Bob.
Yeah, he's very busy. Really.
And, Bob, thank you very much for your Christmas message. Thanks for your input throughout the season, your expertise.
He hand stitches flags for Premier League linesmen.
Is that what he does?
That's his job.
Wow,
I found out.
That's a great gig, isn't it?
It's a great gig.
Yeah. Sort of thing they'd normally do in a prison, isn't it?
If you knew him.
Yeah. Anyway, we move on.
We've had I thought Greg and Chris were great in their first section, but it should really heat up now because the alcohol is being distributed.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'll bring you a couple more clips. This is Nigel Botherway on Fisherman's Blues, and he wanted to talk to one of his old mates, but they're having a bit of a problem with the line.
Friend of the show and a good friend of mine, Marsh Prattley from Orchid Lakes in Oxfordshire. Good morning, Marsh. Hello, Marsh. Good morning, Marsh. I can see he's there and his lights are on, Elliot, but we've not got him. Hello, Marsh. Good morning, Marsh.
So there we are. That's let's get him in the end.
A bit longer than that.
You're halfway for a mince pie.
I'm doing it now. Morning,
yeah. So anyway, on it went.
Amazing how Alan can broadcast while eating. It's
very clever.
3-course meal, apparently.
Every day. So on it went.
Right, Marsh is back. Hopefully, let's see if we can get him this time. Good morning, Marsh. Oh, great talkSPORT technology here. Do not put me on clips of the week for this. This is very frustrating. I can see Marsh's lights up, but we're not hearing him. Marsh? Good morning, Marsh. No, I'm afraid the technology here, we're going to have to get an engineer in here to have a look at this. Very, very frustrating. But any clues, Elliot? Hello, Marsh? No, great. Absolutely great. Sorry, folks, we'll have to get Elliot to come in here and see if we can get anything sorted, but I'm afraid Marsh is not there. Good morning, Marsh.
Good morning, Nigel.
We've got him at long...
What makes you think there that Nigel was depending on Marsh for a bit of content?
Yeah.
You can hear the desperation in his voice.
There was an air of desperation in his voice.
Sensational.
Have we got time for one more? Just squeeze one more. It's a very quick one.
It's one of my
Alan
favourites.
Brazil. It's a bizarre clip. I've never quite worked out what's...
Makes no sense whatsoever.
He's celebrating a famous birthday, but it just goes a bit off whack, doesn't he?
Now, the People's Republic of China was proclaimed with Ma Zedong as its chairman in this day in 1949.
Yeah.
I tell you what result that is. I love a Ruby.
Maxi Chung.
Maxi Chung. Who's Maxi Chung? Yes, time now for a special Boxing Day Paddy's Punts. We talk to Lee Price. Good afternoon, Lee. Hello, have we lost
The
him?
Watford transmitter went down.
Oh, yeah. Are you still there, Lee? Oh, no, we've lost Lee. We'll try and get him back. We'll try and get Lee back. Okay, well, look, so we may have to interrupt our next group of listeners. We have, in case you've just joined us, it's Hawksbee and Jacobs. It's the H&J Christmas Eve party. Every year we get a group of listeners join us in the studio. And we have Bethan and Nick. Good afternoon. Oh, wait, Lee's back. That's great, isn't it? The 2AM Live Radio. And they never got on. No, they will. They'll get on in a minute. Lee, we've got time. But let's return to some of our classic clips. And this was Jim White. You'll like this one, Joe. He's running through some Manchester United names.
Mourinho's head has been down in America, and last night in Germany they lose 1-0 to Bayern Munich. And the team that started last night, De Gea, Darmian, Bailly, Lindelof, Shaw, Herrera, Pereira, Fred.
And that did remind us of something.
Pew, pew, Barney McGrew.
Herrera, Pereira, Fred.
Ask your dad, it's from a kid's show. You wouldn't have seen it, Joe, but he'll show you. It might be out on DVD somewhere.
DVD?
Yeah, it'll be out on DVD somewhere. That's some old Trumptons.
Oh, I suppose there are.
On
Yeah.
DVD.
It's probably
anyway,
conference.
Let's bring a bit of Alan Brazil, who does. He still struggles, doesn't he? He gets a bit suffering succotash at times.
So this was the original one of them.
Yeah, this was the first
it's
time.
It's got no better. This is about 20 years old.
This is his
clip.
first Sylvester the Cat moment.
Russell, question 2. Which ocean goes to the deepest depth?
Deepest depth.
They're known as a deepest depth moment.
Yeah, they
aren't
certainly are. That's how people tend to send them in. So, more clips, more from the listeners, as we said. Quinny, this is the corker. This is Mickey Quinn setting up a bit of a cool subject on the station.
And off the back of Saga's man bag, we heard that producer Skaggsy wore a pair of Ugg boots. What are they? Ugg boots?
I'll tell you about those in a minute.
Okay, on Boxing Day. He took them back the next day after getting so much abuse from his mate. We want to know, what's your biggest fashion fox pad?